Alright guys, so I'm not here today, but you can still do what you need to do and still get your grades. Macromolecules. Macromolecules is what we're learning about today. You need to do the vocabulary, which I put a video attached to where it says there, vocabulary. Get down your vocabulary notes using your composition books. Then you're going to have to watch some videos that will help you get some more notes and answer the questions that are on the bottom of those video notes. Then you're going to have to do a quiz on macromolecules as well. And then that's what you're doing. Next class, you're going to have a vocabulary test on these words of macromolecules, so make sure you're ready for it. Also, as a quick reminder, this Tuesday coming up, you need to be at the STEM Center after school. If you're not at the STEM Center after school this Tuesday, those of you who failed, those of you who got an F on the unit test, if you're not there this Tuesday after school, I will be calling home and saying, why did they not show up? I'm trying to get their grades to get higher. They just failed the test and got 10 Fs. So I don't know when they're not showing up on Tuesday for tutoring so that they can get 5 grades to compensate for those 10 grades. Again, you show up to tutoring on Tuesday, this Tuesday coming up, after school in the STEM Center, 2:30 to 3:30, 2:30 to 3:30. Tell your people to pick you up at 3:30, and you're gonna get 5 A's for seeing where you messed up on the test. We're going to go over the test and see where you guys made a mistake. Those of you who got an F. Though the rest of you who did good, don't worry about it. You need to be there. All right, but for today, make sure that you do this assignment. Macromolecules, all 3, make sure you get them done, and make sure you put them in, get good grades. All right, have fun, guys. Monomer. First word is monomer. Small subunits of the macromolecule. The other thing you can put down is examples. Examples are glucose, fructose. That's for carbohydrates. Another example of a monomer for proteins, amino acids. All right, you put a bunch of them together and you get a polymer. So next word, polymer. Next word is polymer. Polymer is a bunch of monomers put together. So if this is the monomer right there, okay, a simple monosaccharide, a simple glucose right there, all right, right here, that would be your polymer. It's a bunch of them put together. Polysaccharide. Polysaccharide. Poly meaning many. Many monomers put together make a polymer. Okay, so polymer. A bunch of monomers put together. All right, everybody got that? Good. Next word, carbohydrates. They're made up of glucose. Carbohydrates made up of glucose most of the time. It could be fructose or something else, but just remind yourself. Carbohydrates, glucose. Put this down too. Quick energy. It's going to have quick energy. It's used for quick energy. Found in breads and cereal. Found in breads and cereal. Quick energy. The molecular formula for it, C, which is for carbon, H, which is for hydrogen, and O, which is for oxygen. So C-H-O. Put those down for carbohydrate. Okay, again, carbohydrate, C-H-O, those are the letters you're going to find, the elements, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, for a carbohydrate. Okay, you put a bunch of glucose together, you get yourself a carbohydrate for quick energy. Everybody got it? Good. All right, next word is lipids. Lipids, if you see there, they're made of fatty acids, glycerol, write that down, stored energy. Okay, stored energy, where carbohydrates is quick energy, this is now stored energy. So it has more energy, most energy, but it's hard to break it apart because it's stored energy. Lipids. Makes waxes, oils, fats. Lipids are in there. And then insulation, keep you warm. Think of like a walrus. Okay, a bunch of fat, so even in the cold they can stay warm. All right, think about that. That's because of lipids. Well, oh, and it looks like a chain. See, if you look here, looks like a chain. See how that's like a chain? It's gonna be like a long chain. Where the carbohydrate look more like stop signs, the lipids look like a chain, like a long chain if you look at it in the molecule. Okay. Again, for the letters for lipids, C-H-O. Okay, a lot less oxygen though. Okay, where the carbohydrate was, has more oxygen, the lipids have a lot less oxygen. So CHO, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Again, that's for lipids also. All right, next word, proteins. Proteins are made of amino acids. What are proteins made of? Amino acids. Make sure you write that down. Proteins made of amino acids. Very important and more likely to come out on the test. Another thing about proteins, found in meat, tissue, organs, okay? It's a building block, builds things of your body. So proteins. Another thing about proteins is with the chemical formula, it's gonna have C, H, O, and N. It's also gonna have an N on it. So it's a protein if it has an N. But really there we're talking more towards the amino acids. So the answer would either be protein or amino acids. Sometimes they show you something with C-H-O-N and the answer would either be protein, or if it says amino acid, then the answer would be amino acid. So it's one of those two. Why? Because proteins are made of amino acids. Okay, so that's protein. So the next word is nucleic acid. Nucleic acids make DNA and RNA. They're made up of nucleotides. You can see here, it would look like that. That's a nucleotide right there. The letters you're going to write down for this one is going to be C, H, O, N, P. C-H-O-N-P. That's for nucleic acid. All right, C-H-O-N-P. So it has a P on it now. So you know that it's a nucleic acid when it has that P on it also. Okay? So it's nucleic acids, they transmit genetic information. All right, so here we go. Glucose. Glucose is a monosaccharide. Write that down, monosaccharide. Glucose is a simple sugar. Glucose makes a bunch of them together, make a carbohydrate. All right? And for glucose, write this down, C6H12O6. Very important to know this for glucose. C6H12O6. Again, carbohydrate, simple sugar, monomer of carbohydrates, C6H12O6. Put that down. That's your glucose. Substrate. Substrate is the thing that gets broken up by the enzyme. So write that down for substrate. The thing that gets broken apart or put together by the enzyme. That's the substrate. So if you look at this picture, you see how this thing is there and it's being gobbled by the enzyme, but then look, it got what? Broken apart into two pieces. So the substrate is the thing that gets broken up by the enzyme. The thing that you'll see is gonna come apart, or it could be put together by the enzyme. The enzyme stays, very important word right now, enzymes. This is probably the main thing that's gonna be on your test is enzymes. We might even spend the whole day on enzymes, all right? Enzymes, write this down. You gotta memorize the sentence for enzymes. Proteins, enzymes are proteins, very important. Enzymes are proteins that speed up reaction by lowering the activation energy needed. Again, enzymes are proteins that speed up reactions, and next to that speed up reaction in parentheses, you could put catalyst, because that's what a catalyst is, it speeds up the reaction. So enzymes speed up reaction, and then in parentheses, catalysts, by lowering the activation energy needed. Think of them like bikes. Okay, if I had to ride bike from here to Richmond, okay, I could get there a lot faster than if I was having to run over there. Okay, why? Because the bike lowers the energy that I need to get there. Okay, I'll use less energy to get there by pedaling, okay, instead of running. So it lowers the energy I need to get there, so it actually makes me get there faster. Less energy for the same amount of distance, so you're gonna go ahead and be able to get there faster. So lowers activation energy, and that helps speed up the reaction. Enzymes, you gotta memorize that sentence, okay? Enzymes, proteins that speed up the reaction by lowering the activation energy needed. Make sure you write that down. You hear me? I see you over there. Hey, stop talking. Hey, over there. I see you're not getting down what you need to get down. I see you over there. Make sure you get it down. All right, guys, now let's see what you've learned. All right, so if you see a stop sign, okay, if it looks like a stop sign, something like this, and then you see C's, H's, and O's, C6, H12, O6, all right, and it looks like a stop sign, carbohydrate, glucose. So it's either going to be a simple glucose, a bunch of these little stop signs together would make you the carbohydrate, but sometimes they just give you the option of carbohydrate. If you see something like this, all right, C's with H's, all right, and it's looking like a line, like a chain, then that one is lipids. Lipids, that's a fatty acid chain, and that would be the macromolecule of lipids. Everybody see how that would look? Hopefully everybody got that. All right, and now let's say if you see something with a C, an H, an O, an N, okay, if you see something with an N, once you see the N, you know that thing's an amino acid. The N tells you it's an amino acid. So that's another thing. And then if you see it with a P, C-O-H-O-N-P, if once you see that P, now you know it's going to be a nucleic acid. If I drew something like this up, and then the next drawing you see is which one is the enzyme and which one is the substrate. So here's A and here's B. Next thing you know, B got broken up, but A stayed together. Which one would you say is a substrate? Well, the answer would be, anybody? Anybody? Right, B. B is the substrate. Why? Because B got broken up. Which is the enzyme? Anybody? A, yeah, A, because A did not get broken up. So that is your enzyme. All right, make sure you have that